It's game time on 1112 BISN with live game coverage.
Edge is set. They do set the edge, and he's going to be taken down for a loss.
On your computer. Play-by-play by Steve McDonald.
He's in for the touchdown.
Intriguing color analyst Alan Cummings.
South weathered that storm in the first minute, and now.
Are you ready? Sit back and enjoy the game, brought to you by the Bison. 1112 BISN, your Bison network.
Hey, this is Alan, 1112 BISN with Phil, the real deal V-Hill. Welcome to Cheyenne South High School as we start the S&J Signs Pregame show. Sorry we're about 30 minutes late. S&J Signs Pregame show should have started at 6, but they're running about a half hour behind here in the main gym. So we're going to start the S&J Signs Pregame show now as we got Phil, the mythical Phil, real deal V-Hill.
I'm so glad to be here with you, man.
But I'll tell you what, man, it's going to be.
I just want to be that, like, third leg dude. You and Steve, I want to be that, like the mascot guy.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. For those of you who've never heard Phil do color commentary, he has got.
Oh, gee.
He
don't pump me up right now.
Boy, he makes me look bad, and I'm not that great. No, it's great to have you, and Steve's just started his new career at the state of Wyoming, so he's been really busy, not able to make it tonight. But we're going to talk some Lady Bison basketball. Let's do a quick recap last night, Coach. Let's talk about the Lady Bison.
Gosh, I was so heartbroken. The way you had the camera set up, and I was sitting right across from you, I was so fired up, and then the fourth quarter comeback by Rock Springs, those Lady Tigers, they made that big push, and I was just hoping that we could hold on there to the very end, and we ended up going into overtime, and then the heartbreaker, the last couple of shots that rimmed in and out, man.
I know.
I was so disappointed. But the girls played hard, man. It's a great game to watch.
And I was talking to Coach DeBryan earlier, and we talked about how that's a good learning experience for this Lady Bison team because honestly, they are young. A lot of that talent's sophomores. You got a couple juniors that see some playing time, but it seemed like when Felicia Senna, the senior, fouled out, that's when all the trouble started happening. The turnovers.
They were using her to defend the freshman girl from Rock Springs, and she did a really good job on her. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of ran out of gas. I thought maybe they needed some depth at some point, those girls in a couple years, when they're seniors, that's not going to happen. They'll figure out ways to win those kind of games.
You know what? I think it'll happen as soon as next year, honestly.
Yeah.
I made an early career prediction that by the time the class of the sophomores now were juniors, that they would be one of the legitimate teams in the 4A conference. Because, you got the senior Angelina. She'll be a senior next year, Angelina Liggett. And, it's just a matter that they've been playing so well, so long together. And just so you know, for the fans that are just tuning in, they're running about 30 minutes late right now, and we've got a blood timeout, an injury timeout going on here, and so they've got to clean up all the blood off the floor before we can get going again. So that's going to probably put us another 10, 15 minutes behind schedule.
We're at the start of the fourth quarter of the JV game.
By about the time that the boys' game should have tipped off, we'll be tipping off the girls' game.
We're not getting out of here till 10:30 tonight, right?
That's the infamous Moo Blackwell.
Infamous.
That's the boys' JV coach right there.
What's up?
Great coach there. He also coaches a competitive team called the Piranhas.
I heard it.
A lot of these young men play for him. So we are back here right now.
I also was looking at the roster for the lady. Speaking of the Rock Springs girls, did you recognize that most of those girls were all underclassmen?
Yeah,
freshmen and sophomores.
That number 23, she was
juniors. Yeah,
and she averages 21 points a game.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's only a freshman. And that Rock Springs team, they lost their leading scorer last year in Buell, who's playing for the Lady Thunderbirds now. And Steve and I were talking in the S&J Signs pregame show last night. What would they do to make up for that loss? And I'll tell you what, they found number 23.
Yeah.
So right now we've got the Alliance Bulldogs JV team beating our JV team 44-24, fourth quarter action.
So I had to go do a little bit of homework to figure out exactly. I wanted to make sure we knew exactly where Alliance, Nebraska was.
Yeah.
Do you know where it's
No,
at?
I don't. I know it can't be too far, really.
Yeah, it's in the western part of Nebraska.
Okay.
They say the northwestern part of Nebraska. So it's about 75 miles, what I was told, 75 miles northeast of Scotts Bluff, Nebraska.
So it's further away than.
Yeah, a little bit farther up, yeah.
Wow.
This might be one of the first times I've actually seen Alliance come to Cheyenne, or we've actually played Alliance. Maybe have we played Alliance?
We have played them at the I think at the
at the Cabela's.
Yeah, I think a while ago though. It's been a few years, but they've been here at the at the South Shootout before. So
they have been here then.
A couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I think they were here for the South Shootout in the summer.
And I've heard some good stuff about Alliance Nebraska's basketball program. So,
well, you know what?
Quite the game.
Here's how I look at it as Scotts Bluff is generally one of the powerhouses in the Western Nebraska basketball, and they had like I said, they hadn't lost to Alliance in like 7 or 8 years, and to lose to them this year, this team put up 100 points on Natrona. Scotts Bluff did, put up 80 points on South, and then got beat by Alliance. So for the boys team, at least, and we'll get to that here in a second, the boys have quite a handful. And I haven't seen the varsity boys team out here yet, but I'm looking at their sizes right now.
Yeah.
They're not big. I mean, you got a 6'4" guy, a 6'3" guy on their starting lineup, but everyone else is 5'9", 5'10", which tells me they're athletic.
Yeah.
And they're fast, and they're all good shooters. So
got to have them good shooters, huh?
Kobe Bartow. Oh, ball to chin. Ball to chin. You go ball to chin and ball to ear, that doesn't happen. Okay, well, anyways. So let's go ahead and talk about the Lady Bison right now. Your Lady Bison lost a heartbreaker to Rock Springs last night in overtime, had a 15-point lead going into that fourth quarter, ended up losing it in overtime. Rock Springs is led by that very talented young freshman that we talked about. I can't remember her name.
Jenkins.
Jenkins, yep. And she was just a solid player, and I think she won it from the free throw line pretty much.
Yeah, she did some stuff in the fourth quarter that was, senior-like, and she's a freshman. When I was watching the game, I had no idea she was a freshman. And it took me about the fourth quarter when I finally looked up and looked in the program and seen that she was a freshman. I was like, whoa, that girl's pretty good for a freshman.
Yeah, she's.
But how about the performance from Callista last night? What she go for 31? What, 2 points short of the school record?
2 points short of the school record.
2 points short for the school record held by Carly Noble.
Carly Noble, yeah.
33?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, she played a heck of a game last night.
31 points. Yeah.
Yep.
And she banked that three-pointer to tie it up there.
Yes, she did.
Was there about 15 seconds left? And
I'll tell you what, banks usually close that late night, but she made sure that one was open, right?
She's a banker.
So the South Lady Bison tonight are going to look to put that one behind them as they host the Lady Bulldogs from Alliance, Nebraska, who come in now. All the stats I'm about to give you are coming off of Max Preps. One thing I do know is Nebraska teams usually use Max Preps, and they usually keep it pretty up to date. So right now they're looking at 4-6 for their overall record, and their leading scorer is it's a close one. It's between number 31 Rolls and number 40 Siza at 10.9 and 10.3 points per game respectively. They both played all 9 games of the season so far for the Lady Bulldogs.
Seniors.
And they're both seniors. And looking
Siza's
at their
got some good size, 6'1".
6'1" senior, I'll tell you what. And Rolls is a 5'11" senior. So that right there tells me with the size and their scoring that they're probably going to get down to the paint pretty good, Coach. Rebounding at seven rebounds a game for Rolls, 8 rebounds a game for bonus, and then 8 rebounds a game for Siza. So that tells me that they're going to try to control the paint there. And so Lady Bison, they're not that tall. We've got Riley Van Tassel, but other than that, we don't have any other size.
See, I thought there was contrasting styles last night. I thought Rock Springs girls were a big team. Mm-hmm. Had some big girls, some good size on them. Not as fast as the Lady Bison. As you can tell, we jumped out to those big leads and had that big lead going into the fourth quarter. And that was a result of because we were really pushing the ball. We were able to break their press a little bit. We had a little bit, we were moving the ball up the court a little bit faster, getting some easy layups. And, towards the end there, Rock Springs, they imposed their senior leadership, their strength. And they kind of wore us down those last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they really did.
And so that was kind of the difference in the game. But, South, they've been through the fire before. I'll tell you, these girls have played a lot of varsity games.
Boy, they have. They really have. And like I said, like we said, there's nothing better than a live learning experience for these young ladies, and to get that now is really vital for this team's growth. Now, here's the thing: is usually at this point of the season, we're talking about how usually it's the roles reversed. The boys Bison teams usually have had the better records. Now the Lady Bison are off to their best start in program history, and honestly, they're going to be the team that's going to really push the envelope for the state tournament this year. Yeah. But let's go ahead and hit the boys team real quick.
Yeah, one quick note about those Lady girls from a perspective from me watching them too last night, and I noticed too with these girls is they're starting to play with a little more confidence. Like you can see they played a lot of games. They're starting to get comfortable with each other. They're looking at their record, seeing they got a winning record. They're starting to have a little bit more swag, a little bit more comfortable, and a little more confidence, which you need to have.
Oh, exactly.
When you start playing those big teams, East, Central.
Oh, yeah.
Thunder Basin, you got to have some confidence. And these girls are showing a lot more confidence. So that's a good thing about what's going on with these girls.
And, I think out of the Southeast, the 4A Southeast, I honestly think that these Lady Bison, even this year, can probably turn some heads. I think they'll give – I'd say the Lady Indians, they're going to give Central a run for their money. Yeah. East, if they play within themselves, they should be able to push East, in my opinion. Yes. They really should be able to. But it's like we talked about last night, which team is going to show up? You have the Lady Bison team who in their 4 wins have literally blown all their opponents out. But in 3 of their 4 losses, they've been blowout losses for them. Their one close loss was last night to Rock Springs.
Yeah. So, and sometimes you need games like that. You got to have games like whether you come up on top or you lose those tight games. You need those for those kind of games are going to make you better come February, March when the tournament starts rolling.
Exactly. Well, we're still 2 minutes left in this JV game. We're going to take a quick time out here on the S&J Signs Pregame Show. Come back here and talk some boys basketball on the Bison. 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
Choosing the right collector car insurance is critical. Consistent service. Robert Martinez has first-hand knowledge of the concerns collector car and truck owners face, and American National has created a policy with the coverage and enhancements you need to protect your valuable investment. Call Robert Martinez with American National Insurance at 307-514-5003 or visit his office at 2005 Central Avenue in Cheyenne. Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins. Located in scenic Thermopolis, Wyoming, it is within walking distance access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel for travelers, offers seasonal rates for nightly, weekly, and monthly rentals. Senior, military, and government discounts are also available. Stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins on your next visit to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Make your reservation by calling 307-421-7520 and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all the pieces? Pena Business Services does, and they can help. Realizing your company is like its own unique puzzle, it's their goal to show you how your company is reaching its goals on a weekly, monthly, or quarterly basis. Offering bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services that are tailored to fit your business. At Pena Business Services, they can help allow you to focus on your business and effectively serve your customers. Set up your free consultation now by calling 307-369-2708. Pena Business Services, solving your bookkeeping puzzle one piece at a time.
Back here live on the S&J Signs Pregame Show as the JV game, 13 seconds left, and then there'll be a 10-minute pause before we get the girls game going. So we're going to talk some boys basketball as your boys will be hosting a very tough Alliance Bulldog team who comes into today with a current 8-2 record. They did defeat Natrona last night, 69-53, who earlier tonight, Natrona lost to Lander, who's the number 2 3A conference team in the state of Wyoming. So
there's some games that you wouldn't expect, scores here and there. But I seen that the Pine Bluffs boys or girls beat, was it the Sheridan girls?
Yeah. You know what? Pines Bluff girls is good, though.
Yeah, I know.
But you know what? Pines Bluff boys is good, too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat Wheatland today. They beat a 4A conference team last night. Pine Bluff can be a 4A conference team this season and compete. So, but the Alliance Bulldogs come in with notable victories over Scotts Bluff, over Sidney, Like I said, they did beat Natrona County. They beat Ulrichs, South Dakota. Ulrichs.
Don't. Hopefully
And then,
somebody from South Dakota can correct us on that.
Ulrichs, yeah. And then more from Rapid City, South Dakota. Now, they did play Scottsbluff twice from what we're looking here. They did lose the first game 54-36 and then beat them the second time on December 20th, 60-50.
And that was at Alliance.
But I'm looking at some of their scores, man. They beat that Ulrich, South Dakota 96-27. So.
Yeah. And then, of course, so far in the tournament, they have won their first game. They beat Natrona County.
Yeah, Natrona County. So it's going to be interesting to see what South Boys do. Problem with South Boys is their shots aren't falling.
Yeah,
now they are a young team. They're a young team. We mentioned this last night. Out of last year's varsity team, the two returners that saw varsity minutes, a lot of them, was Caleb Phillips and Cameron Bird. Their shots really aren't falling. Cameron Bird, now granted, he scored 12 points last night. He went like 5 for 20. He was 5 for 20 from the field. Caleb Phillips, though, who in my opinion is probably one of the better shooters on the team, scored 12 points, just didn't shoot the ball enough, in my opinion.
And I think, with Caleb, just from what I saw last night, the one game that I've seen this year, is he's playing a lot of different roles right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got him playing in the post. And anybody knows Caleb Phillips knows, because I've coached Caleb and seen the kid since he's been in 4th grade. He's always been a point guard his whole life.
Yeah.
And he's trying to be a good teammate, and they got him playing in the post because he's one of our taller kids. And so he's playing in some positions that really, he's never really played before.
Yeah.
And but he did play some point last night. I did see that.
Yeah.
And but yeah, you're right with Cameron Bird. Cameron is one of those players that you really got to have. That really, he's a hot and cold kind of guy. And when he's hot, boy, I'll tell you what, he's hot.
Boy, he's hot. Yep.
And we need that Cameron Bird tonight, though, that's for sure. Because those two guys, like you said, with the most experience on this team, they played a lot of varsity basketball last year. And those two guys, Caleb Phillips being really the only senior that's getting a lot of time, they need to really be the leadership of this team and really show the rest of these young guys what's going on.
I completely agree. As a matter of fact, I'm pulling up stats right now. This will be current stats for our Bison boys basketball team. Once I get them up, this will be after the Rock Spring. Well, let me pull up the Rock Spring stats from last night. South as a team shot 33% from the field last night. Here's the kicker. We had 1 free throw attempt the whole game. So that's the mentality of where this team's at. We went from a inside-out type of team to where now we're an outside type of team. And we're not getting to the free throw line. And our three-point percentage, 14%, Coach. 3 for 21 from behind the arc. But rebounding-wise, we're not doing bad. 25 rebounds, 9 of them on the offensive boards, which is really good. 16 defensive rebounds, and I have no idea what that just was that popped up on my screen. 10 steals, so we're everything else is good. Our shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and sometimes when you watch a team play and they get too comfortable shooting three-pointers, as a coach, sometimes you got to tell them, hey, we got to start attacking the basket. We haven't shot any free throws. That's how you get to the free throw line, is attacking that basket, being a little more aggressive. And these kids, these high school kids it's the new trend, let's just rely on that three-point shot, and when it doesn't fall, things could get ugly like it did yesterday in the second half.
I agree, and we knew coming into the season the South was going to be kind of in a rebuilding mode, and you always hate to say that, a rebuilding mode, but in high school, it happens more than what people would think.
I'm tired of saying that for South.
I am too,
We're rebuilding.
We're rebuilding.
We want to be solid, man. When are we going to have everybody back?
2016 was or was it 2016, 2014, 2015? No, 2016 was our championship season where we made it to second place. Since then, we had the team after that was honestly not that bad of a team with Keyshawn Farmer, Dre McCray. Yeah. We got beat at regionals. But honestly, last year's team was a pretty good team.
Yeah.
We had,
the thing, good size.
Exactly. And the thing that hurt us last year, though, was we couldn't get the bunnies to fall. We had the state's leading rebounder. He averaged a double-double in Kobe Floyd. So we were getting the ball in the paint. We couldn't get those shots to fall. But now we don't have that size. So we went to that outside mentality, and our shots just are not falling. Yeah. And, when you have a young team like that, when those shots don't start falling, the younger kids start doubting themselves. So you have to have the leadership like Cameron Bird, like you mentioned, and Caleb Phillips, kind of help pick these kids up, and hopefully things will turn around. And conference starts in 2 weeks, you know, so we'll have to see how that goes.
How many steals did Cameron Bird have last night? I was sitting over there on the sideline because I got to thinking that he's got to have the fastest hands in the league.
He does have the fastest hands.
He is so fast with his hands. I mean, he just seems to pop that ball out all the time.
He ended up with 3 steals total.
Ended up with about 3 steals a game.
Yeah, and you know that's exactly where he should be averaging that per game, 3 steals a game. We had 10 steals as a team, which honestly is really good. 2 deflections, turnovers. We had 15 turnovers yesterday. 10 of them were in the first half. So we cleaned that up, which was pretty good. Unfortunately, our shots just did not fall. I mean, you look at that, 50%, 25, 25, 23, 33%. And, you know, you think if you're not really a full-time basketball watcher or understand the game, people might hear 33%, and they might think high school-wise that's not bad. That's actually not good. Yeah. You know, South is right now, they are the lowest shooting percentage team in the 4A conference. Yeah. So to be able to turn that, they're going to have to get some of these shots to fall.
You know, and as a coach, one thing, if you look at, I don't know how many coaches actually look at stats after the game, or if they, you know, I'm sure they all look at film. One thing that, if I'm the head coach at South, that really worries me after watching the game is shooting 1 free throw the whole game.
That's exactly.
Yeah, you gotta start attacking the basket.
Exactly. But you know what? That's not just that game. I think the game against Gospel, they only had like 4 or 5 free throws. So it seems like their trips to the free throw line are getting less and less because I think they know they don't have that inside presence. But you know what they kind of do? They have Hunter Scott. I mean, he doesn't have the height, but he can bang. Yeah. So take advantage of that, in my opinion, and get to the free throw line.
And yeah, you're right, getting the ball and trying to get the ball down to the post. And even Hunter Scott is, you know, he's a 6'2" post, and you know, and he works hard on the blocks. Mm-hmm. But if you watch last night's game too, a lot of our shots, a lot of our players were taking shots and they were passing up open lanes to the basket.
Oh, were they passing up openly? You know, we said that. I know I keep saying we said that. There were a lot of times in last night's broadcast where Steve and I would say, oh, we just passed up an open lane for a deep 3 or something like that.
And that's just
they can't do that.
Inexperience.
It is. Total sign of inexperience. And speaking of inexperience, that's at 11-12 BISN. We are not.
Speaking of inexperience, Bison Network is not inexperienced. We're what at 200, 199? What are we at?
We are at 198. No, we are at 198, then 199 for the boys, and then 200 will be tomorrow for the girls. So exciting night, but whew.
That's a lot of basketball.
It's a lot of basketball, a lot of football, coaches shows. Remember the coaches shows we used to have?
It's a lot of popcorn.
A lot of popcorn. Too much popcorn. Too much hospitality room food.
That's right.
Well, we're going to take a quick time out.
We won't talk about how we went back for seconds and thirds.
Oh, I know, like I just did, huh? We're going to take a time out.
Yeah, but because you didn't tell everybody what they had.
Oh, Texas Roadhouse. You know the great thing about being considered press, at least here or wherever we go, even though we're not officially looked at as media by a certain broadcasting association here in the state of Wyoming.
Is that right?
Yeah, we're not considered media because we don't have to report to the FCC, which I'll put my opinion on that later because honestly, whenever these stations come into town, we blow them out with our numbers. Right. We have a better broadcast, but we're not media. Just so you know, I'm doing the little quotation thingies. We're not media because we don't have to report. But you know what? We get media. We still get the same things. We get to go to the hospitality rooms. We just don't get voted on for rewards or anything like that. Yeah. Well, anyways, okay. I'm going to put my
number one, man. You're number one around here.
There you go, man. That's what matters. That's all that matters. As long as our South fans are getting it. And we're going to take a time out here on the S&J Signs Pregame Show. This is Alan with Phil, the real deal V-Hill tonight on the Bison. 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
Choosing the right collector car insurance is critical. That's why American National provides clients with reliable, consistent service. Robert Martinez has first-hand knowledge of the concerns collector car and truck owners face, and American National has created a policy with the coverage and enhancements you need to protect your valuable investment. Call Robert Martinez with American National Insurance at 307-514-5003 or visit his office at 2005 Central Avenue in Cheyenne. Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins. Located in scenic Thermopolis, Wyoming, it is within walking distance access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel for travelers, offers seasonal rates for nightly, weekly, and monthly rentals. Senior, military, and government discounts are also available. Stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins on your next visit to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Make your reservation by calling 307-421-7520 and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all the pieces? Pena Business Services does, and they can help. Realizing your company is like its own unique puzzle, it's their goal to show you how your company is reaching its goals on a weekly, monthly, or quarterly basis, offering bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services that are tailored to fit your business. At Pena Business Services, they can help allow you to focus on your business and effectively serve your customers. Set up your free consultation now by calling 307-369-2708. Pena Business Services, solving your bookkeeping puzzle one piece at a time.
Hey, this is Alan, 1112 BISN, as we come back here live as we get ready to start the action with your Lady Bison against the Lady Bulldogs. Your officials for tonight's game is going to be Sue James, Annie Humphrey, and Tim Barth, all from the Southeastern Wyoming Officials Association, the SWOA. And no, it's not the final. It's the first quarter, sorry. Just trying to get everything set up.
So is this the official association that you're associated with?
Yeah, a great association because we like to officiate all levels of basketball.
Nobody wants to do the 7th grade C team?
Exactly.
Golly.
So those are your officials for tonight's game and your starting lineups, Coach. For the Lady Bulldogs, we've got 5'7" senior Janae Schumacher, 5'7" senior Megan Oligmuller, and then 5'11" senior Riley Rolls, 5'11" senior Blythe Bonus, and then 6'1" senior Emerson Siza. And then for your South Lady Bison, we've got Calista Martinez, Angie Liggett, Jaya Brown, Felicia Senna, and Riley Van Tassel.
So
Coach,
we're going with 3 sophomores,
three sophomores,
and a senior.
Keys to your game, Coach.
Well,
and there's the lucky dog.
There's the lucky dog. The key to the game for South, to me, is getting some contributions from some players that they need to get some extra contribution from off the bench. It can't be the Callista show again.
No, it can't, yeah.
Yeah, they need one thing that I did notice last night, a lot of the girls, every time they caught the ball, their first instinct right away was to pass. They got to learn how to, be a little bit more able to score some points here and there. They can't just think pass right away to Callista, find Callista.
Yep.
And obviously we need to stay out of foul trouble.
That's the key right there. Stay out of foul trouble. And my last key to the game, pass it to your team, not the other team.
Well, there's your 6'1" girl jumping.
Oh,
6'1" senior Emerson Siza.
Averages 10-point-something points a game. And Alliance wins the tap. And they quickly get it to her. Up and in. That is number 31. Riley Rolls. Martinez to Senna, now near side. Over to Liggett. Liggett near side with the ball. To Martinez, top of the key.
It looks like Alliance going to start out in the 2-3 zone. Got to take your time, be patient.
Got to be patient with that.
And you got to knock some shots down.
But you know what? It wouldn't be a bad thing to get her going, though. As Maddie Marich is getting ready to check in.
Well, that was quick.
Number 3.
Coach DeBryan is not happy with somebody's performance. What was that, a 29-second yank right there?
That was 2-0. So just so you know, it's going to take me a while to get the names down for the Lady Bulldogs. I am not Steve McDonald, who has a photographic memory.
Nobody is Steve McDonald.
It's going to be out of bounds. Ooh, that should have been southpaw. I thought it went off number 11, Oligmuller's leg as she dribbled the end line there. But otherwise, Alliance going to keep the ball.
You have got the official eye.
Their far side, that's number 31 Rolls. She's skipped past to number 11 right in front of us, Oligmuller. That's a nice steal by Martinez. She doesn't have the numbers, though. Ooh, there's a foul. It's going to be on the floor. South will have the ball underneath.
One thing with Callista that you'll notice with her is she's got great anticipation for the ball. She's always had since she was even playing in junior high. And one of her best assets of an offensive player is the way she plays in the open court. Because last night she probably scored 12, 14 points on transition.
Easily.
Good transition player.
South inbounds it directly to number 40, who unfortunately plays for Alliance and is their leading scorer in Siza.
Both teams starting out in 2-3 zones. That's interesting. No? Check that word, man.
That's nice backside help there by Callista. And that causes the turnover as Jaya Brown gets it, and that's going to be a foul. That was great backside defense, Coach. And that is going to be on 24, 40.
40.
Yep, so Siza picks up a foul. That's her first. Second on Alliance. Ooh, they got the big board working now. They didn't have that last night. Senna with the baseline three. Misses. Rebound, number 31 rolls.
The senior Senna, she will have no problem. You give her a little space, she'll throw it up there.
Schumacher to Rolls. Rolls down low to Siza. Siza, turnaround miss. Rebound by Jay Brown, the smallest player out of the bunch down there. Oh, Riley saves that bad pass. Yeah, get that out of the land of the trees. Jaya attacks. She goes far side to Felicia. Felicia fighting for that loose ball. Ooh, that could have been a travel, but they didn't call it, thank goodness.
Got to regroup here. Get organized.
Merritt with the ball. Gives it over to Martinez. Kind of a risky pass. There's a skip pass to Senna. Senna, that's a nice move by Senna to drive. And she gets it in for her first points of the game and the first points of the game for South.
As much as I like Felicia Senna shooting the three-pointer in the zone offense, she's really effective if she could do that and drive to the paint and make some shots.
Number 33, Bonus with the basket. Yeah, I agree with you.
And you said you were going to have problems saying her name all night, Bonus.
Bonus. I have it written down just like Bonus, though. I was thinking like Bonet.
Bonet, she's French.
Blythe Bonet.
The French have invaded western Nebraska.
I'll tell you what, I don't.
She's got to get more confident in that shot. She's got open looks all day.
Yeah, she does. And it makes you wonder why they're. I mean, they got the length to play a zone, so why not, right?
Yeah.
But
somebody on the South squad's got to help be the scorer besides Callista.
We got to get somebody come up at the high post. We haven't had anybody come up to the high post yet. That's a nice feed. Riley up and under, misses. She's fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
That might be the second foul on number 40.
Ooh, that'd be huge. Let's see if it is. Nope.
Number 11.
Oligmuller. So Van Tassel going to the free throw line. On the season, she is a 62% free throw shooter. And she misses.
She had a couple of clutch free throws last night.
Yeah, she did, yep.
Game. Was she the one who shot the technical, right? She made both the technical shots last night.
Now, just so you know, for those of you watching, we do have a live scoreboard going. It might take me a few seconds to get things updated, but we try as fast as we can because it is new. The scoreboard is new for us. Because I just gave those points to somebody else. There we go. Well, quickly ahead is Alliance, and there is Schumacher with the three, misses, rebounded by Siza, who gives it off to Rolls. Rolls near side, gives it off to number 11, Oligmuller, who puts up the three and hits, and that makes it 7-3 now for the Lady Bulldogs over your Lady Bison. And that's Martinez with the ball, far side. She gives it over to Senna, near side now to Mirich. Mirich, lazy pass, gets deflected, and it's going to be Jaya Brown who picks up the loose ball.
One thing you can't do in the zone defense is do lazy passes.
No, they've got to be crisp.
You got to have some effectiveness in the high post. Right now, South doesn't have anybody in the high post.
We don't have anybody. There we go. There we go. Mirich down low. Oh, that could have been a push, but it got let go. So number 31 Rolls, far side, loses it off of her foot, out of bounds. I love. Yeah, Sue James.
Slippery,
she gets
slippery ball.
And then Sue James, she really. I thought she was going to dislocate her shoulder. Calling that out of bounds.
So a little slippery ball. Got a little Vaseline on that ball.
So Autumn Strove just checked in for your Lady Bison. Number 10, another one of our sophomores. Marich still in, gives it off to Martinez. They're just going to pass it around. They come back near side. Nothing going on. Got to watch how you pass that. She attacks, gives it off to Senna. Senna thought about it, gives it back to Martinez. I don't have to give every single play-by-play. Out of bounds, turnover Lady Bison, because we are video now.
That's right.
So we don't have to do every single play, unless somebody's just listening to us.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you are.
And I think a lot of teams this year are going to zone the Lady Bison until they can start consistently knocking some shots down from the outside.
Yeah.
They're not getting a lot of shots from out there. We got a foul on
Number 12, that's Jaya Brown.
No, Senna.
Oh, 21. Senna, 21. Sorry, she used the wrong hand mechanic. That's right. Oh, that's Senna. We don't want her to get in foul trouble. Yeah. Out of bounds. Lady
good
Bison ball.
Out.
That's
good
a good,
out by Marich. You know, when you're undersized, those little things you got to be really good at boxing out. You know, creating separation and L cuts, and your pass has got to be a little more crisper. You know.
So 21, Jordan Hopp just checked in for the Lady Bulldogs. Marich, back to Martinez. Tack that gap. There you go. Throw up that little short runner. Misses. Rebound by 00 Schumacher. Schumacher ahead to number 33, Bonus. Bonus with the runner. She's fouled. No shot on the floor. But that's going to be Senna's second.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, we can't have that. Oh, no.
That might put you on the bench for a little bit.
For a little bit. 2 fouls in the
in the first 4 minutes of the first 5 minutes of the quarter. Yeah.
Oh, that should have been travel. Nice rebound there by Marich, who gives it off to Liggett, who checked in. Liggett pushing the pace. That's how you beat a zone. You get down the floor before they can get it set. And you give it to Martinez, who hits the three. And South now down by 1.
Oh, and a foul.
Oh, they're going to call a foul, so she's going to get the old
4-point play.
There you go.
31. That's her second foul.
Riley Rolls, the senior. So Martinez going for the 4-point play. One of probably the rarest free.
We could have used one of those last night.
No, we could have, man. Well, that was a nice shot. So number 11, Olenmuller checks out, even though 31 Rolls picked up the foul.
She's got 2. Keep attacking her. She's got 2.
There you go.
I think that was a mistake.
Yeah.
She's looking over at the bench. Was she supposed to come in for me?
Free throws up. Missed. Oh, they're switching it to 11. They're switching it to 11.
Yep. 11. Are you sure?
That's what Tim Barth just said. Yeah, the official. Martinez, another three. And she hits. Oh, no.
That's how you get people out of a zone.
There you go. You can start hitting those threes.
That's a good sign right there.
6 consecutive points for Martinez.
If you're the head coach of South, you're smiling because that's a good sign right there.
And she causes the turnover and the foul. So 33 picks up the foul. That is Rolls. No, I'm sorry, that's Bonus.
That's her first.
That's her first. Boy, Alliance with 5 fouls already. South leading 9-7. Their first lead of the game, actually. So Liggett with the ball. Gets into the front court. She goes far side to Shrove. Shrove skips it to Marich. Marich loses control, kicks it down low. A risky pass to Martinez, who throws it up. Just rims out, but we get the rebound. Van Tassel, too strong. Oh. Those are the painful ones, aren't they? Tipped out of bounds by Liggett.
Got to have, though, too. Got to have those. Those drive you nuts as a coach.
But you know what I love about those, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I might have played with the Lady Bison or I've had ties with the Lady Bison in the past. But did you see those putback attempts? They actually were looking at the basket. And that's going to be Marich's third. And I don't want to, like I said, we had a lot of younger players when this program first started. When they got those rebounds down low, they wouldn't even look at the basket for the putback. They were just throwing them up. So Marich picks up her first.
He's at the free throw line. Rolls.
Yep. She hits the first.
And just as watching Alliance play the first part of this first quarter, you could tell what they're trying to do. They really want to slow it down defensively because they don't seem like they're a real quick team. But at the same time, they're going to push it offensively and try to get some easy transition points too. Somebody's got to be a setup shooter here because besides Callista Martinez.
Well, you got to credit Schumacher with that deflection there. Shrove attacks. That's how you get down to the low block. Miss, but Van Tassel goes up strong. She misses the putback. Rebound, put back by Martinez. Sorry, we were straight line.
She's having a good weekend, huh?
Well, she's got 8 points in the last 2 minutes of the first quarter.
I'm just going to go on record and say she's going to beat Carly Noble's record here soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the reason why is the whole team at this point is looking for her.
Everything is going through her, yeah. Jaya Brown checking in after this inbound. So that is rolls with it.
Whoa.
Schumacher with the NBA three. Missed. Rebound by Shrove. Off to Liggett. Liggett off to the races. She's got a good lane. Kicks it off to Martinez. Oh, just off the front of the rim. And that's going to be a foul on Mirich. She picks up her second. South with 4 fouls, leading 11 to 8, sorry. Martinez going to get a breather for the last part of the first quarter.
Number 3. Little full court action here.
Yep.
43 seconds left. See, I like what Coach DeBriyn's doing here because I think Alliance is a big team.
Yeah.
And this, playing this full court, is not something that I think Alliance wants to do. Get a little ball pressure, see if they can handle the ball.
Oh, exactly. Don't want to give up an easy shot like that, though. But look at that. 3 Lady Bison around that ball. Nobody else can get that rebound but them. Liggett quickly ahead. Jaya Brown,
she's got to learn. I know she's a sophomore, but she's got to work on that part of her game. She's got to be able to knock that shot down.
10 seconds left. Liggett, skip to Shrove. Shrove back to Brown. Brown's got to pop it up. She gets up a shot. Yeah, she's fouled.
And that might be 2 on Emerson Siza.
That'd be huge, literally, because she's 6'1".
It is.
Siza picks up her second.
Yeah, and she really didn't have to foul there.
No, she didn't.
1.9 seconds left.
Brown with the first free throw attempt off the front of the rim. South is a team shooting 52% from the free throw line coming into this tournament. Jaya Brown on the season, 59%. One of the better free throw shooters, actually, for the Lady Bison.
She's always been a pretty good free throw shooter. She's got good form.
Second free throw is up and in. So South leads 12 to 8, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
That's a good sign.
As this score update being brought to you by Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, your Lady Bison going to the second quarter leading 12 to 8. We'll be back for second quarter action on the Bison. 11-12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
There you go.
Network.
The Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins in Thermopolis offers free high and large motel rooms to fit you and your family's needs. Located within walking distance of the Hot Springs State Park, downtown shopping and restaurants, why would you want to stay anywhere else for your next trip to Thermopolis? Wyoming owned and operated, the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins will make you feel like home during your stay. Make your reservation now by calling 307-421-7520. The Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins in Thermopolis. A lot of Wyoming at a very competitive price.
And we're back for second quarter action. I want to give a shout out to all the people who are listening. And Steve, yes, we do know you'll work some 7C games.
That's right.
And hopefully
he'll give the the 7-seat coach a technical quick, too. How about, Laura, can you hear me better now? You know, I turned the microphone up, you know. Let me know if you can hear me a little better. What's up, Fronde? Fronde.
And, of course, Grandma and Grandpa DeBryan in Florida enjoying the warm weather. Well, so are we.
That's right.
That was a
wore a T-shirt today.
Yep. Yep. You can't grab the ball from behind. That's going to be a foul 9 out of 10 times. Hate to say it. That's one thing we're told. If you go to reach the ball for a hold-up.
So it looks like Coach DeBryan's going to take a gamble and put Felicia Senna with 2 fouls back in the game.
Well,
you got to be real careful. I mean, you almost have to.
Yeah. Rolls.
I tell you what, Riley Van Tassel played that whole first quarter, and she looks like she could play another 5 or 6. Look at her.
There you go, Riley, with a great steal. Brown quickly ahead. She pulls up her dribble. That's a smart thing to do right there. South still leading 12-8, 1 minute into the second quarter. Shrove.
Riley Van Tassel, boys, girls, I don't care what it is that you're coaching. You need about 5 Riley Van Tassels on your team. You know, she just works so hard. Every coach's dream right there.
That's the Van Tassel family. Even Tannen, he's a hard worker too. You know, but you're right.
Great work ethic from that family. That's for sure. You got to see them in the classroom.
3-point attempt.
You think they're impressive on the basketball court? You got to see the Van Tassels in the classroom. That's extra special.
That's where it's important, actually.
That's right.
Shrove attacks it near side. Van Tassel with a power move. Has nowhere to go. Kicks off to Martinez for the long 2. She misses, and it's rebounded by Alliance. Quickly ahead to number 15, Alvarado. And there's going to be a timeout. 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Give a special thanks to some of our sponsors here.
Where Coach Smitty at? I got to give a special shout-out to Coach Smitty.
He'll be on here.
He said, told me, Alabama is going to win the national championship. I said, man, that's a way to go out on a limb, you know. Alabama hasn't lost in, 3 years?
Well, you know, the last time they lost was the Clemson.
Clemson, that's right.
So, it's going to be a good one, though.
Hey, Fronde, are you still there?
Keep chatting us. We'll check it throughout the game as we come back from our sponsors. South leading 12-8. It'll be Alliance ball in the backcourt, and they're going to give it off to number 15, Alvarado, which I'm impressed I even remembered that name.
That's pretty good.
If you were to ask my kids, I've got the worst memory with names, as I don't remember names very well. Number 31, Rolls, gets the ball. She comes up, picks up a dribble, drives, attacks, loses it. It's going to be Senna with the ball. That's going to be a held ball, and that's going to be Alliance ball.
Yeah, and I think Coach DeBryan has done a really good job of instituting to his girls that they have to be scrappy. You can't play any other way.
Yep.
You guys are sophomores. This is the way you're going to have to play this game. You're going to have to be scrappy. You're going to have to get on the floor for loose balls. Yep. You're going to have to box out every time. That's the only way you're going to be successful. And I think the girls have kind of bought into that too, because they're starting to play that way a lot.
Yep. So it's going to be inbound right in front of us. Oligmuller with the ball. She's going to inbound.
Sound like the referee was giving Coach DeBryan the business, huh?
As Schumacher back to Oligmuller. Oh, that should have been a travel, and that is.
And nobody touched her either.
Nobody. It was like they pulled the chair out from underneath her. She was expecting contact.
That's that old trick.
Yeah. I'd say that was my favorite move, but.
The old pull the chair. I bet you Steve McDonald knows about the pull the chair from somebody.
As your Lady Bison have a 4-point lead, still 12-8. Senna with the 3. Oh, just misses it, but rebounded by Martinez, who puts it up and just misses. Rebound, Alliance. Alliance quickly ahead. Schumacher gets it into the front court. She's being guarded by Martinez, who gives her up as South playing man defense. Riley Van Tassel is just a beast.
She's a hard worker, I'm telling you. It's starting to show. She needs a break.
Merritt didn't even make it to the score table. She came right in front of us, and
she thought you were the official.
That's that always happens.
She's going to check in with you, Coach.
So Alliance with the ball. They go far side. Number 11, Oligmuller, loses control, but it's rebounded by Alvarado. Schumacher now with the ball. She comes in. Free throw line, misses. Rebound, Martinez. Martinez does everything, and she passes it right to number 11, Oligmuller. And that's going to be a foul
on Jaya.
It's only going to be her first. South, sixth foul. And now Angie Liggett checking back in after the free throws. First free throw, at least. If you're watching this, make sure you use that chat feature.
She knocks it down.
Want to give a special shout out as well to Case Management for Positive Solutions, who gave a donation to Bison Web and Media last night.
Wow.
So thank you so much for that.
Was that the one you got with the frame?
Well, it was included with it.
Oh, okay.
So both free throws were missed. Actually, one free throw was made, sorry. It is 12 to 9 now.
Uh-oh, this is big because if it's a foul on Alliance, if it's on 40.
They're going to say 1 and 1. And
So
that's
it
going
was a foul.
Yep. Van Tassel to the free throw line. Who's this on, though? Dun, dun, dun. 33. Bonus.
That's her second. Alliance is getting into some foul trouble. They got 3 of their better players right now. Their leading scorers are all with 2 fouls early in the second quarter.
You know, South hasn't scored this quarter yet.
There you go.
I need to say that more often.
There you go. Usually it works the opposite way.
I know, huh? South leads 13 to 9 right now. We get the bonus. Van Tassel's second free throw. Misses. Rebound by number 33, Bonus, who gives it off to number 11, Oligmuller. Quickly ahead into the front court. She's going to be fouled.
All that is right there that drives a coach crazy is you've got to get back on defense.
Got to get back. Marich picks up her third foul, and that's going to send 5'8" junior, number 4, Cindy Campbell, to the free throw line for 2. First free throw is up and in. And here comes Martinez, as well as number 31, Rolls. 31 checking in for number 15, Alvarado, for the Alliance Bulldogs. So number 4, Campbell with the second free throw attempt. Up, missed, rebound, Van Tassel. To Senna, to Brown. Brown stops, picks it up to Senna. Senna near side to Liggett. Liggett looking, back to Brown. See, I'm still back in my radio days as I'm calling every single play.
It's okay.
Brown attacks that gap, and it missed, but that's how you do it.
Exactly. You got to keep doing that.
Got to keep doing that.
That's going to open up a lot of stuff.
Number 4, Campbell, to number 40, who missed. Rebound, number 33. Ooh, that's a foul, and thankfully they didn't call it. That's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, as a coach in a zone, when you're playing up against that zone defense, you got kids that attack the basket and get up a good shot like that. You're okay with that.
Yeah. And we had Van Tassel get up slow, and so did number 33, Bonus, the 5'11" senior for the Alliance Lady Bulldogs. So Alliance keep the ball underneath South's basket. They give it off to a wide open Siza.
That was a great inbounds play. I'm still on that one.
We got it on film, so you can come back. We'll mark this.
Still on that one.
Steve, if you're watching, give us a time on when that was.
Can I see that one again? Great execution.
13 to 12 is your score. Sorry I haven't updated it yet, and here we go.
Looks like Coach DeBryan says, you know what? I'm sick of this zone defense. We're going to pull it out, run a little bit of delay. We're up.
Why not?
Let's see if they can pull them out of this zone defense. Because anybody's watched this game for the first part of the game, you can see that South wants to use their quickness a little bit, get Alliance out of that packed zone defense, make them guard. Some people will go right around.
Andrea.
Hey, good to see Andrea get in the game. I didn't see her last night get in, but today she's going to get in. She's a scrapper too.
Ogle Demas.
That's right.
Checking in.
These are the kind of substitutions that you're going to have to get some good contributions. It doesn't have to be points either.
Well, you know what Andrea brings you, though?
Energy.
Yep, energy and a pretty good perimeter shooter, too. Yeah. They're calling a held ball, or 1-on-1. Who's that foul on, though? Ooh, that's Calissa's first. South, 8th team foul.
This is already the 6th free throw for the second quarter for Alliance.
And that sends Riley Rolls, the 5'11" senior, to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Free throw is up, missed. Rebound by Siza. Puts it back up and in.
You're on the free throw lane and you got number 40 standing next to you. You got to be extra.
You got to get a body on that.
Yeah. You got to. That's just part of learning the game, knowing your personnel.
So
you
Brown
find her.
Gives it off to, I'm just going to call her OD. How's that, Ogledemus?
That's all right.
I'm just going to call her Drea. Andrea, how's that?
Andrea works. I like when South puts this full court pressure on right here.
Yep.
I think they need to do this. They need to continue to do this.
I agree. We haven't really seen the full floor generalship of number 11 yet.
You don't have to get a turnover out of it every single time, but it just kind of forces the Lions to play in a different type of game
Exactly.
than they want to.
Sorry, all our viewers. This is my first game this year doing play-by-play, so I'm getting a little tongue-tied right now. It'll get better. It'll get better.
We had to do paper, scissors, rock to see who was doing Steve McDonald's job.
The voice of the Bison. That's going to be 3-second.
Call.
That's a great call by a veteran official, Annie Humphrey, on the far side of the floor.
She's a veteran?
Yeah, she is.
Huh?
Yeah, and she's a qualified, state qualified.
There you go. Let's see if he pulls them out. No.
Wow. I would do that. You know, I mean, maybe because they turned it over that last time, but I'd do it again. You got to exactly. DeBryan imploring his team to attack that. Attack it. They've done good things attacking it. Ooh, downloaded fantastic. But you turn the ball over. South trailing 14-13. That score brought to you by S&J Signs.
The last thing we need here is for Felicena to pick up a third foul.
Oh, I know.
It's almost that time, and you might want to get her out with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Oh, they're saying it was tipped. Ooh, I don't know about that.
Let's see if they run that same inbounds play. Let me see.
So mark this on the time.
Yeah.
No. Oh, they tried, though, but it's going to be a held ball. It's going to be southpaw. It's going to be southpaw.
That's how you get an arm socket pulled out.
That's exactly it. Looks like she did. Number 33, bonus coming up. A little tender, rubbing her shoulder. Getting up gingerly. 2:10 left in this first half. South trailing by 1. We've scored 1 point this quarter.
Somehow, some way, we've got to get some perimeter shooting, man, because otherwise, you know, teams are just going to zone you all year.
Yep.
You know? There's just no respect right now for your perimeter shooting game.
Senna with the baseline 3.
There you go.
There you go. She's got 5 points on the game. That's our first field goal this quarter, and that gives South the lead, 16-14. Got it. There you go, Callista.
There you go.
Well, she's got like 4 steals.
Oh, that's her third foul.
That's her third foul. Siza.
And it was
oh, boy, Jaya Brown went to help her up. Jaya Brown went to help her up, and Siza waved her off. That's a total lack of sportsmanship there. Total lack of sportsmanship. She's going to be mad at somebody,
be mad at the official.
Yeah. Boy, that's a total unclassy. Total loss of class right there. I just lost all respect for number 40 right now because of that move. He's okay.
Well,
I'm better.
That's the old Von Miller.
Yeah,
who did Von Miller do that to?
I know. They threw the flag on that one, too.
Who was it that he did that? Quarterback.
That was 2
Come
years.
on, McDonald, help us out.
Seasons
Who did
ago,
Von Miller do that to? He wouldn't give him the hand.
Wasn't it the Raiders quarterback? Wasn't it Derek Carr?
Oh, no.
Brown hits both of them. South leads 18-14 now. A minute and a half left. They get it.
I can't believe Felicia Senna's still in this game right now.
Well, she's played pretty clean, though.
I know.
And you know when they're playing
take a chance?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Brown.
She did hit that three-pointer, though.
Boy, she did. our only field goal this quarter, man. And it was a huge one. That's one right there. Number 31, if she can get going, she can hit those threes, too.
She's a scrapper. She used to play with the goggles. What happened to the goggles?
I know, huh? Maybe she got contacts. Yeah. I
always like basketball players with the goggles.
I know, huh?
You don't remember Kurt Rambis?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Kurt, man.
That's for all the old timers out there. You unless you're an old timer, you don't know about Kurt Rambis.
Well, even Kareem.
That's right, Kareem.
It's going to be a foul on the floor. Let's see who's it on. It's going to be on Van Tassel. That's her second. 9th team foul. That's going to send number 31 Rolls to the free throw line as number 23 checks in for the Lady Bison.
Not a good sequence for Ryan Vance. As much as we love her, you know, she takes an early shot there. I think they were trying to run some clock, and then she commits a, you know, one of those fouls that you just can't really. Those are the kind of fouls that drive a coach nuts.
Oh, I know.
Hopefully it doesn't cost him here.
Free throws up. Bouncing. Stensis knocks it out of bounds.
Well, I'll tell you what, Stensis better get in there and not let that girl get her in position again.
So that was a 1-and-1. So Alliance gets the ball out of bounds. They get it into Rolls. Rolls down low. That's a nice defense there. Nice defense by Stensis.
Now you might want to wait for the last shot here.
Yeah, you got 46 seconds. Slow it down. Unless they give you a lane like that, then you're going to go to the free throw line. Jay Brown going to go to the free throw line. She's going to shoot a 1-and-1. She's got 3 points, all from the charity
that's the
stripe.
third foul right there on Bonus. So both
huge.
Bonus and Siza each have 3 fouls.
So Jay Brown at the free throw line. First one is up. She doesn't get it, but there's going to be a fight. There's going to be.
Oh, man, they're going to call a foul on Callista.
Ooh, I think Sue had that better angle.
One official called it a jump ball, and this official called it a foul.
So South in some foul trouble too, though. I mean,
how many is that on her?
That's her second. I mean, that's not really bad foul trouble, but considering we've only got 40 seconds left in the half, so I retract my last statement. Free throws up, and she misses. That's number 21.
Luckily for us, Alliance has missed 6 free throws this quarter.
Jordan Hopp. Hey, there's a Jaden Cummings sighting.
Is it? Where's he at?
With his hat and earrings. It's going to leave everything with me.
That's the 7th free throw they've missed this quarter.
But they got the rebound. That's the second time they've got the ball back off a missed free throw. Just in the last minute. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to stay Alliance basketball as Pena checking in.
Good call, Coach. Got Felicia Senna out of there.
That's the right move. Schumacher with the ball, far side. Skip pass to number 31. Rolls near side to number 11. Puts up the 3. Miss. 45. Knapp. Knapp. Travel. Turnover.
Travel. You got to go for the last shot here. Take what you can get.
Olivia Knapp.
21 seconds left in the half.
18-14 is your score. Well, we got an exciting one here. This one being brought to you by Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, located in South Greeley Highway here in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Somebody's got to take that shot.
Oh, Andrea's got to take that. Stensis turnaround, jumper miss, and that's going to be your halftime score. As
I think she was a little surprised it ended up in her hands.
As your Lady Bison are going to go into half, leading 18-14 over the Lady Bulldogs from Alliance, Nebraska. We're going to take a timeout and come back here for second half action. Your Bison Network. Hey, this is Alan, 1112 BISN, back at you live here at halftime. Your South Lady Bison leading 18-14 over the Lady Bulldogs from Alliance, Nebraska. Go ahead and get some numbers for you before we get started here. Looking at the Alliance girls, they are being led right now by number 33, Bonus, with 4 points, Siza with 4 points, and then also Oleg Mueller with 4 points. And then you have Rolls with 1 point, and then number 4, Cindy Campbell with 1 point. That's your scoring there for the Alliance girls.
The big thing you need to look at about those numbers is both those leaders in points, both of the girls have 3 fouls each.
Oh, I know, huh? That's huge, and they're their leading scorers, actually. Yeah. Alliance scored 6 points in that first quarter. They scored 9 points in the second quarter, 8 points in the second quarter, sorry. For your South Lady Bison, they are paced by none other than number 2, Callista Martinez with 8 points. Then you've got Felicia Senna with 5 points, and then Jaya Brown with 3, all from the free throw line, and Riley Van Tassel with 2 from the free throw line as well. They scored 12 points in the first quarter, 6 points in the second quarter, thus giving you the 18 points they scored in the first half. Coach, what do you need to do differently now starting the third quarter? Sorry.
Somehow the locker room talk got to be about attacking that zone. Get some drop-offs. We need to get Riley Van Tassel going in the zone offense as well, too. Get that ball down low to Riley.
So here we go. Well, that was quick, it seemed like, wasn't it?
Hey, they don't play around.
No, they don't.
They had the rap music going. That's what it was.
So South with the ball. Oh, sorry, Alliance with the ball. Ooh, that's a foul on Van Tassel. Jumped right into her. That's
when I said she's got to get going, it was supposed to be offensively.
Oh, I know, and that's her third foul.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose her.
No, they cannot.
Sub her out right now.
And that is going to put in Kenzie Stensis. She's averaging 1 point a game.
Kenzie Stensis, she's so quiet. Good kid, though.
Ooh, nice turnover there.
Hey, when you're up at the top playing defense, the ball just rolls to you.
That makes it so much easier, doesn't it? Shrove, she's far side, kicks it back off to Brown. Brown, top of the key. No.
Man, there's just no.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got to find a way to break that.
You cannot just give that up that easy. Schumacher with 2 points. That makes it 18-16, and there's going to be a foul. Number 11, foul. Oleg Mueller.
It's also her third foul.
Boy, Sue she gets into those calls, man.
She does. Have you ever seen a referee so happy to make a call?
I'll tell you, man. You got to love that enthusiasm. I
want to see you do that during a 7C game.
I've worked a lot of games with her, and I love working with her because she gets so into her calls, So that is Autumn Shrove with the ball, far side.
We'll take her doing the game of mine any day. That's for
Those
sure.
are the passes you can't have. Even though we got it, you can't make passes like that. You really can't. Pass like that you can, and hopefully it goes down. It doesn't. But Stensis picks it up. Oh, she should have put it up.
Somehow the last 2 times Stensis has had the ball in her hands, she really don't know.
Yeah. 2 points for Schumacher.
It's kind of scaring her to have the ball in her hands.
Quick 4-0 run to start the second half, and now it's tied.
Coach Brian does not like what's happening. As a coach, I always tell my kids at halftime, I said the most important part of the game is the start of the third quarter because, depending on what the score is, you're like this game, it was 18-14. You're either going to expand your lead if you come out real hard and work hard, or if you don't do that, Alliance is going to come back, or any team you're playing is going to come back, and that's exactly what's happened. And you always want that first part. You want to just to build that lead because if you can come out the third quarter and really start hammering a team, lots of times teams will just fold.
I agree with you.
Big lead on them.
And South, honestly, in my opinion, they've been the better team. They really have. We just miscues, and this is what hurt us last night against Rock Springs. But that didn't start till the fourth quarter.
And Kenzie Stensis, she could really help this team because she's got a big body and she loves the game. She's got to get a little more confidence, though.
Well, get off that sideline. There you go. Jaya comes right in front of us. Now she centers it back up over to Shrove. Shrove attacks far side inline. That's a nice shot by Shrove. It's out of bounds, and it's going to go off of Callista's hands Out of bounds.
Here's where you got to have a real good defensive stop. You got to have a defensive stop.
Got to have a stop here. You don't
turnover, offensive foul, anything that you can get right there. That's exactly what you're looking for. Oh, there's a travel.
Travel, yep.
Turnover. That's what we're looking for.
Boy, Kenzie Stensis, that full court press, I'll tell you what, you see that number 40 right there?
Yeah.
That is exactly what we were told not to allow.
Watch out. She won't shake your hand after the game.
Well, you know, we got the email, being in officials, saying that we can't let players do that this year.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
That's a new rule?
The moment they do that, that's an automatic technical. That's actually a point of emphasis this year. Brown, Tax gives it off to Martinez for the three. Oh, she's just not hit anything.
She was kind of fading away on that shot. You know.
She scored,
rushed it a little bit.
She scored 8 points all in the last 2 minutes of the first quarter, and she picked up her third foul.
God, those unforced fouls right there, those kill you.
But you know what? That one there, that was just, she just was hustling, and she couldn't control herself on that stop. So we got a score update. A win tonight would be the Bison's 5th of the season, which would be the program's highest win in 3 seasons, which is exactly right. Win total. I mean, we did win 8 wins at one point. So, love Jeremiah Jonke. Love the newspaper, period. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, that's good information right there.
I don't have all the stats in front of me right now, but yeah. We have 4 wins right now. Oh, Senna just hustled, got her own rebound.
Yeah, it's a hustle
and
rebound.
There's a block, and that causes the foul, and that's hustle.
That's a hustle rebound right there.
Boy, that's
I have her down for 4 fouls.
That's a bonus, and that is her 4th, and she's coming out. She's got 4 points on the night. She's going to be sitting until the 4th quarter. That's a huge, huge break for the Lady Buck. Huge!
I haven't heard that since football season.
Senna gets it in quickly to Stensis. Back to Senna. Senna thought about the 3. She attacks baseline. She gives it off right. That's going to be a help. Oh, that is hustle. Oh, you got to look at where you're passing. Look at where you're passing. We got away with that one.
She's not comfortable with the ball.
Oh, my. At least look. If you're going to pass it to somebody, look at them at least. I'm glad we got the ball back, but get the ball. There you go.
You notice how fast she gets rid of it?
Boy, she does. She gets rid of it really fast. That's going to be a foul. That's going to be a travel, actually, a Schrobe.
Holy moly. I've never seen anybody get rid of it. It's like a hot potato. She gets it in her hand, boy. She does not know what to do with it.
You know, I think she still thinks it's volleyball season. Did you see how great?
She's a great volleyball player.
She is. And that's going to be a foul on Andrea.
Andrea's she's a little scrapper.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh. What is it? We're going to talk it over?
It's going to be white ball. Never mind.
Hey, I see a Casey Schmidt sighting. Did you guys see a Casey Schmidt sighting?
Where at?
Across the way there. He's in my seats.
I see him.
I let him borrow my season tickets over there.
Oh, that's a foul. That is a great move by Jay Brown.
Did you see that, though, how she attacks the baskets?
That's what
Only
does
good
it.
things happen when you attack the basket, man.
You know, and she's been to the free throw line. She is 3 for 5 right now. This will be her 6th and 7th attempts of the game with South trailing. Sorry, Lions fans. South's trailing 20-18 by 2 points. I didn't update that last basket. My fault.
We haven't scored.
Nope.
Yeah, we have. There you go.
There's our first points of the second half. That happened with us in the second quarter too.
I have a feeling that the 4th quarter there's going to be we're going to be both coaches are going to be looking down the bench to see who's available. The way the fouls are rolling right now.
And Jaya ties this game up at 20. Oleg Mueller being guarded by Brown. I was always impressed with Jaya when she was playing for Johnson. Such a solid ball player. She kind of lost some of that confidence last year, and she's getting it back. That's just nice defense there by Stensis.
She's always been a skilled basketball player. Great, ball handling abilities. Yep. She does. One of the weaknesses of her game, she's got to develop a perimeter shot. But and the other weakness of her game last year, you saw a lot of it was her mental part of the game. But she's starting to get better at that, though, too. And just like that. That's what she can do for you.
Her first field goal of the game. And something went down. What was that?
Once she gets that mental part of the game down, and she'll get that as she matures and grows, she's going to be pretty darn good.
Yeah, she is. I don't know.
Somebody throw something or what? Looked like a coin or something.
One thing I will say is Jaya Brown was part of that great Johnson team when they were 7th graders and 8th graders that just destroyed everybody they played.
Yes.
But did you notice there was no news coverage on them on KGWN?
That's right. What's up with that?
But these other schools that have had these great teams the last couple of years got plenty of coverage, huh?
Gonna have to start making some phone calls.
Well, I'll tell you what, because that Johnson team, those 2 years were unbeatable.
Oh.
There you go. Autumn Stroh comes away. Score is 22-22, just so you fans know. I haven't updated it yet. And that's going to go to the free throw line.
That might be her 4th foul.
And she's hurt. She's hurt.
She looks like she might have twisted her ankle.
Ooh, I don't know. The way her ankle looks.
Yeah, she might have twisted her ankle pretty good there.
I'm updating right now the score. Size is down. She's in a lot of pain.
And that is her 4th foul.
Boy, the way she's on the ground
What did they say
right
she
now.
was averaging 10 points a game?
10.9 points a
and
game.
like 8 or 9 rebounds, right?
Yeah, 8 rebounds. She is their leading rebounder. We're going to take a timeout during this injury timeout on the Bison. 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
Choosing the right collector car insurance is critical. That's why American National provides clients with reliable, consistent service. Robert Martinez has firsthand knowledge of the concerns collector car and truck owners face, and American National has created a policy with the coverage and enhancements you need to protect your valuable investment. Call Robert Martinez with American National Insurance at 307-514-5003 or visit his office at 2005 Central Avenue in Cheyenne. Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins. Located in scenic Thermopolis, Wyoming, it is within walking distance access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel.
We're back here live on 1112 BISN. Not for sure if
and monthly rental.
anybody's watching for Alliance Nebraska, but Siza got hurt on that last spill down there, and she's walking off the floor gingerly. So the sick inbound play was about the 4-minute mark of the second quarter, just so you know.
Who's shooting free throws? Oh, Autumn Stroh.
Stroh going to the free throw line for 2. That was a pretty hard foul.
Yeah.
First free throw is up and in.
That looks good when it's nothing but the net.
Nothing but the net. She's a 39% free throw shooter, too, so that's even better
Southpaw.
to see that one go.
Southpaw.
Well, she made both of them. She just increased her percentage points by like 5. She went from a 39.
I don't even think either one of those touched net. They just went right through.
There's a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30 timeout. We're going to take quick station identification on the Bison. 11-12 BISN,
your Bison Network.
And we're back here live on 1112 BISN, your South High Bison leading 24-22.
And I'm looking for the band. Where is the South High band?
We need to talk to Gino Hernandez.
Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to Gino, man. We got that guy that I had last year that was rocking out on the guitar.
Oh, I know, huh?
Like a concert in here, man.
You know, this was the first year that I actually broadcast their winter concerts, and I'll tell you what, the band concert was they were all very enjoyable, but that band concert, just loved the energy of that concert. It was a great concert, and Gino just does a really good job. Brandon Schumacher.
Ooh.
Yep, got to let him come to a stop. Got to let him come down. Jaya Brown picks up her second. 24-22.
Both teams are in some foul trouble, so I think you're going to see a lot of 2-3 zone from both teams. Coaches know when you get into foul trouble, man, the only thing that saves you is that 2-3 zone.
I know. Martinez, Van Tassel, and Mirich for the Lady Bison all have 3 fouls. Free throw missed, rebounded by Stensis. Quickly ahead is Brown and Ogildemus. Andrea.
Ogildemus getting lots of minutes today.
That's right. She's got to pop that shot, man.
Yeah.
Look at her, though. She's got her hands out waiting for it. That's a sign of a good shooter right there. Waiting. Don't throw the ball to it. That was a turnover regardless. 24-23 is your score now. Lions fans, I do apologize. The scoreboard feature is all brand new for us.
My son wrestled in Douglas today. Could I watch it like this? Do they do that for wrestling too?
I don't know.
If Douglas does it, yeah. Yeah. We do on occasion. Douglas was here for I think we covered Douglas when they were here a couple weeks ago. Yeah, we did that. But, yeah, it really depends on who's here. Huh?
Yeah.
For other sports, it's NFHS. We're doing our own. We're our own station here.
There's a drive there by Felicia Senna.
Senna, pick up the 2.
That's a 2-pointer.
26-23. Sorry, Bison fans, we had a
question about
broadcasting and wrestling
events, yeah. You're going to have to start hiring security, man.
I'll tell you what, man. And you know what's funny? It's only like that in basketball because we're indoors.
Right.
You know, that's the one good thing about football is we don't have people bother us.
That's right, because nobody wants to walk all the way up those stairs like we do.
So it is going to stay Douglas. See, he's talking about Douglas, and now I see the blue, and I think it's Douglas.
There you go.
Alliance basketball. Douglas will be here, though, this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
we're playing Douglas this year.
Yeah, we're playing Douglas this year. First time we've played them here since 2013.
And that was the year we were playing the 3A schools, right?
Well, no, we played them 1 year here.
That's right. Uh-oh.
Who was that on? If it's on Autumn, that's cool. Oh, no. Okay, number 23. Kansas Census.
That's okay. It's only
That's
her first,
her first,
right?
Yep. We actually played them in
Douglas?
We played them once at the Cabela's, and we beat them. And then our last time we ever played them was our second year in the 4A conference here. And they beat us on a last-second shot.
Yeah, Douglas is always competitive, got good programs, good athletes.
Very good programs,
We play them all the time in junior high in basketball and football.
And it misses, but, boy, number 21 up tall. Boy,
yeah. That was a volleyball jump right there by Stensis.
Number 21. She's 6'3". Ball out of bounds. It's going to be Douglas basketball. That's Jordan Hop.
Andrea Ogodima's not afraid to go in the forest there with all the trees.
I'll tell you what, she's not, man. Number 25 checking in, and that is McKenna
Harlan. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. That's a late call.
Ooh, Jay's got to watch that.
No, it was Autumn Shrove.
No, but Jaya was pointing.
Oh, I see.
That's only her first.
Fourth quarter ought to be pretty good. Everybody's going to be rested.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Count the basket. That's going to be a foul.
And Coach DeBryan said it drives a coach crazy. You got to rebound. Second and third shots kill you.
So the basket's good. The foul was on Kenzie Stensis, and that's going to send number 21, Jordan Hop, the 6'3 junior, to the free throw line.
She's missed her first 2 free throws.
Man, South's only got 2 field goals this quarter. 4 points from the free throw line. And she makes it. Yeah. So that ties it up, 26-26.
As soon as I say she hasn't made a free throw, she makes it. Huh?
You know, I think it's the curse of that seat because Steve said that last night.
What he does?
That's a nice move, and she got defended by her own player, Kenzie. There's a shot by. There's a foul, and she's gonna. And 21 is holding her arms out like what?
That's a 3-shotter.
That's a 3-shotter. You got to let her land. Got to let her land. Brown going to the free throw line for 3. The old-fashioned 3-point play, Steve. Never mind.
What does Steve know about the old-fashioned 4-point play? I heard he was a shooter back in the day. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what he likes to tell himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard he was a shooter.
Oh. Okay, this one's going in.
Was that back in his old Cary Junior High days?
He went to McCormick.
Oh, he went to McCormick?
Yeah, he went to McCormick.
He's an old McCormick guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
and City League. And City League, too. He'd get the ball on the end line, and he'd chuck up a full-court 3-point shot with like 7 minutes left in the quarter.
That sounds like me.
And we missed all 3 of those.
And pick up a foul.
And that's going to be on Shrove, I'm thinking. Nope. It's going to be Anjaya, her third. Ugh.
Yeah. Is there a Kyler Cummings?
That's a
signing?
Kyler Cummings signing. I got to see
Kyler
both
Cummings.
my boys tonight.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Both my kids.
I haven't seen my son in a while. My son doesn't like to come around. He's embarrassed of his daddy.
Nah. Ugh. So the front end is in.
The first point for number 45.
That is Olivia Knapp. I'm going to say
She's a
Knapp.
sophomore, 5'10" sophomore.
5'10". It's either Knapp or
Jeez,
Knapp.
Alliance has
That's a lane violation.
A plethora. You like that word? A plethora of 5'10" kids, man.
See, I would have got tongue-tied.
There's like 6 of them that are 5'10" or taller.
I would have been like, they've got a plethora.
I don't even know if that's a word. I must have heard that somewhere.
Autumn Shrove with the ball, far side, being guarded by Schumacher. I'm going to say Schumacher.
You won't hear that word where I hang out most of the time. I don't know where I picked that up at.
Stensis back to Shrove. They get it high post to Senna. Senna back to Shrove. She attacks end line.
She's gonna get. Oh my!
Stensis traveled. Yep.
Stensis.
Hey, she shot it though.
She did.
And in comes number 15, Billy Alvarado, 5'6" sophomore.
Well, I tell you what, the benches are emptying right now. Boy,
Yep.
at the end of the third quarter, they're going deep down into the benches.
Boy, they are, aren't they? So, is that 31? Yep, to 15, Alvarado. Alvarado with the ball comes near side. She kicks it back off to number 31, Rolls. Rolls being guarded by Andrea. They kick it off down low. Ooh, that's good defense. That was a good no call there. There's a fight for the loose ball. It's going to be
tied up.
South ball.
Boy, has Riley Van Tassel or Callista Martinez played the third quarter?
Now they both have 3 fouls, though.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, Liggett or Angela. Angie.
Liggett. Yeah, she hasn't
played the third quarter.
She has no fouls. I wonder why she hasn't been in. Ooh, that's
maybe it's in the doghouse. Or she could be hurt.
Andrea.
We're going to have to find some inside source, find out what's going on.
She carried it.
We'll ask Moo.
I know, huh?
Kylon. Ask Kylon.
Ask Kylon what's
Coach
going on.
Page. What's going on, Coach Page? Give us some inside information.
South trailing by 2.
Andrea.
There's a steal. She got it. She's got the lane. She goes up strong. Oh, just misses it. Fights for the rebound to Senna. Senna puts it up, and she's going to get fouled. Well, that's when you got to let your teammate know that it's you. You know,
they're fighting for that.
They're fighting for that rebound. Like they want that. They want that.
That looked like me and PJ, my son, fighting for that last piece of pizza at the table. We both want it.
There you go, man.
We ain't giving it up.
Free throws up and in. It's her first free throw attempt of the night. She's got 8 points. Felicia Senna, the senior. South, trailing by 1. Misses the front end. Ooh, and boy, Mariah Pena goes in.
No, that's Harlan.
Is that Harlan? Oh, is it Harlan? Oh,
yeah,
Pena coming in and checking in now.
Well, I'll tell you, there's some good quality minutes by McKenna Harlan.
I'll tell you what, man. She's a battler. She likes to battle down there. South trailing by 1. 19 seconds left in this third quarter. Andrea cuts off the dribble. That's good defense there. Not using her hands, using her body, getting position. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, she saved it, number 31. Now with the ball rolls. Back to Alvarado, who throws up a 3. She misses. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter as your South Bison going into the fourth quarter, trailing 28-27.
That might be a good thing. Let's put that third quarter to rest.
Exactly. We'll be back here live on the Bison. 11-12, BISN. Your Bison Network.
Sorry.
Pena Business Services, providing bookkeeping, payroll, tax, and notary services They help small to medium-sized companies and nonprofits for all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. They also help individuals with their tax preparations, helping manage your day-to-day accounting with services provided on a schedule that fits your budget. Their goal is providing business owners like you peace of mind on your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax concerns so you can focus on your business. Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all of the pieces? Give Pena Business Services a call at 307-369-2708 to set up a free consultation.
Back here live as we begin fourth quarter action. This broadcast being brought to you by Bison Web and Media, Richardson Construction, and Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. As South will begin with the fourth quarter with possession.
And let's hope we have just as an exciting fourth quarter as we had yesterday.
Oh, I know, huh? But let's hope we come out on the
That's
right end of this one. So it is the fourth quarter. We don't have it updated yet on my scoreboard, so we'll get that really quick as South with possession. Most of our starters sat that third quarter because of foul trouble.
I think both team starters sat.
Yeah. Martinez. Well, I tell you what, it's hard to get
Everybody's cold.
Yep.
Yeah.
She had 8 points all in the first half. She has not scored, first quarter, actually, and she has not scored since the first quarter.
Yeah.
So
she should have went to the small gym and just warmed up in there.
I know, huh? Yeah, there's nobody playing right now, huh? They got that door shut. So Jay Brown brings the ball across the timeline. Martinez looking. Mirich is back in. She hasn't played since the first quarter. She picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter. Brown goes far side.
It looks like South is going to try to do a good job of trying to run a set against this zone. See if they can get a good look.
Oh, and Van Tassel picks up her fourth. Oh, she's just not been able to get on track in this game. Oh, she's got 2 points.
Foul trouble. The whole game's really kind of.
Well, it sucks. We're shooting free throws the rest of the game. So, boys' game should start about 10 o'clock tonight.
It's Friday night.
Just joking.
Right?
Hey, if you're watching this, make sure you use the chat feature.
Who's got to work tomorrow anyway, right?
I know, huh? 7:08 left in this ball game. South trailing 29-27. Freshman lost a hard-fought game to Sheridan tonight, 29-27. Free throws up, missed. Rebound by Martinez.
Man, right by everybody.
There you go.
She is so good in transition.
Martinez finally gets on the board for the first time since the first quarter.
Transition player.
It's going to be a timeout, 30-second timeout by Alliance. We're going to keep it. We're going to give some love to some of our sponsors here, especially Physical Therapy and Balance Centers located at 1217A South Greeley Highway. Give them a call for all of your physical therapy or balance needs, 772-0955. I also want to give a shout out to Richardson Construction Incorporated, as well as S&J Signs, keeping drivers safe on your roads. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. How do you do that? Click the red button that appears right on the screen of this broadcast.
There you go.
If it's red and says subscribe, click on it. It's just like liking a Facebook page or profile.
And everybody knows how to use Facebook.
There you go. Come on. Show us the love as we're back here live. Score's tied, 6:42 left in this game.
Hey, the one thing that you've noticed, people have noticed that are in the stands, people like me notice that South, the Lady Bison have picked up their energy. Start the fourth quarter.
That's a air ball. Sorry. That's what I would have said. If I was in the stands, I'd be going air
ball. I'm with you.
Jay Brown into the front court. She gives it off to Shrove. Martinez back to Senna. Senna puts up the three, and she misses, and there's a foul on the rebound. And Siza.
On Siza.
Siza, oh, you better call that. You better call that. Siza just fouled out. You better call that technical.
Let's see.
She just threw the ball in disgust.
That's 5 on her. She's out. That's a big loss for the Alliance girls.
Classy move there. Let's throw the ball in disgust. And that's going to send Callista Martinez to the free throw line.
I wish everybody could see the face on the Alliance coach right now. Oh, gosh.
You cannot let players show us up like that. I would have teed her up.
Steve McDonald would have teed her up.
That's right. Callista, first free throw is up and in.
Seems like it's been a better night of free throw shooting tonight than it was last night. Huh?
You know, I haven't done up the numbers, but you're totally right. South leads by 1, 30-29. This free throw being brought to you by S&J Signs Incorporated, and she makes both of them. South now leads by 2 points. Alliance quickly into the front court, gets it down low, tipped away, and that's going to be a foul on Alliance. Number 33.
That might be her 5th.
Blythe
That's her
bonus.
5th foul. That's foul number 5 on her. Wow.
And Alliance fans are...
This is about the time where the Alliance coach is about to get a technical.
Well, some of the players are too. That's going to send Martinez back to the free throw line where she just hit 2. South leading, 6:12 left.
Both Siza and Bonus.
Done
2
for the
leading
night.
scorers. The seniors for Alliance are done.
South leading by 2, 31-29.
This is where you really got to go for the throat, and you got to really start putting it on them right now.
This is just a 1-and-1.
Oh.
And we missed the front end of it, so she's not going to get the bonus. Quickly ahead is number 31, Rolls. Rolls gets cut off by Jaya Brown. Schumacher picks up her dribble, gives it off to Oligmuller. Schumacher with the 3, up and in. Wow, that's a game changer right there, as that gives Alliance the lead by 1.
That's one girl you're going to have to find on Alliance is number 00, Schumacher. She's a great shooter.
Marich with the ball, kicks it into Senna. Senna back to Brown.
Get it back.
Brown gets fouled. That's the second time she got fouled on a 3-point attempt. She's going to shoot. Oh, they're saying 2?
Is it 2 or 3?
They're saying 2. They're saying it's a 2-point. So her foot was on the line, so that's going to be 2 for Jaya Brown.
Oh.
She missed the first. She's 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Her last 4 attempts. She gets 1 more.
And she had a pretty good percentage.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys notice that DeBryan doesn't have his coat on anymore. His jacket.
He threw it last quarter.
Yep.
Was that a lane violation?
No, they're saying they were making sure there was only 2. He said the foot was over. That's why he called it a 2. South still trailing by 1 with 5:30 left.
Just got to get over that hump.
Martinez gets the rebound, though. She's going to travel.
For the travel.
South.
Yeah, here's where you got to put some ball pressure right now.
Got to hit some of these free throws, too.
And that, too, yeah.
You got to take advantage of the foul trouble that Alliance is in as well. Rolls, puts up a 3. She misses. It's going to be rebounded by nobody. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be south ball. That's what they call the old-fashioned team rebound on the stat sheet.
Team rebound. I thought it was usually the last person who touched the ball.
Nope. It's actually a team rebound. I looked it up. That's what I used to do, though. I used to give to the last person who touched the ball. Shrove.
Boy, they're just letting them shoot from the outside. Look at this.
Jaya attacks, kicks it off to Senna. Senna, far side 3, misses. Rebound, nobody. Alliance. Oh, that's going to be a foul on South. Oh, no.
That's her 4th.
Marich picks up her 4th, yep.
Both teams are not quite in the bonus yet.
Riley Van Tassel back in. She's got 4. Autumn coming out for a quick breather. But that's going to send number 21, I think it is. I can't really tell. I think that's 21 Jordan Hopp. The 6'3". 6'3".
He's got a good basketball frame. 6'3"
and she hits the first free throw.
6'3" and long. There's a difference between being 6'3" and not. And there's a 6'3" and long.
So, you know,
6'3" and long.
South has only hit 3 field goals this whole second half. Everything else they've scored has been all from the free throw line. She hits both, and now it's a 3-point lead for Alliance as Callista picks up her dribble. Not a good pass. 4:40 left. Turnover. This is what happened to us in the fourth quarter last game. There's a 3 by number 11, Oligmuller, and that makes it a 6-point lead, the largest lead of the game for Alliance. And this must be a fourth quarter thing. We just turn the ball over, make ill-advised passes, and we can't make a basket.
Yeah.
Credit the Alliance zone defense, too, though, as Martinez misses the shot. Van Tassel throws up a shot, misses, and it's rebounded quickly into the front court by Alliance. 37-31, 4 minutes left.
Still plenty of time, plenty of time.
Plenty of time,
They
only
just
down 2
gotta really
possessions.
bear down defensively.
There's a 3-point shot missed.
Rebound and make the most of your opportunities on offense here.
Jaya Brown's going to make the most of it. She throws up a runner, miss. Van Tassel picks up the rebound. She's going to get fouled. She's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
How many offensive rebounds does Riley get a game? That's what I'd like to know. She just kind of sits around and waits for everybody else's misses.
3. She averages 3 rebounds a game offensively.
Offensive rebounds?
Yep, offensive rebounds. She is 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. Boy, these free throws are huge. And just on the back rim. Shrove checking back in.
I might be wrong, but are we like 0 for 6 in our last 6 free throws?
Yes. 0 for 4, actually.
0 for 4. Oh.
0 for 5 now. .340 left in this ball game. South trailing by 6. That's just 2 possessions.
Yeah, it's not time to panic. They got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Especially when you got a team in foul trouble. You could go to the free throw line a lot if you attack the basket, especially against the zone defense. South playing good man defense, but you know what? Alliance, they're just going to pass the ball around, kill that clock. That's going to be a foul on Jaya Brown. That's her 4th, and that's going to send number 11, Oligmuller, to the free throw line.
I believe they're in the bonus, right?
Yep, double bonus.
Double bonus.
Both teams in the double bonus from here on out. And this free throw being brought to you by...
Well, that's good. Both teams are missing some free throws.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. Just opened a spot in Fort Collins, if I'm correct, as well.
Got to box out right here and get a rebound.
Second free throw up and in. So that is now a 7-point lead.
Man.
And I think this is going to be a full timeout. And once they call it, we're going to take one with them. It's a full timeout. We're going to take one with them with your Lady Bison trailing 38-31 on the Bison. 11-12 BISN.
Bison Network.
There you go. With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make it. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003.
Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all the pieces? Pena Business Services does, and they can help. Realizing your company is like its own unique puzzle, it's their goal to show you how your company is reaching its goals on a weekly, monthly, or quarterly basis. Offering bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services that are tailored to fit your business. At Pena Business Services, they can help allow you to focus on your business and effectively serve your customers. Set up your free consultation now.
Back here live.
Maybe I'll send my son over there to be the head committee of the student body
That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do.
We need the student body section right now to make some noise, get in the game for these girls these last 3 minutes.
So South will have possession, trailing by 7. 3 possessions with 3 minutes. Shrove attacks. Oh, that was not a good pass.
She kind of got herself into no man's land there. Right idea.
Yep.
This is the right idea, just wrong outcome, right?
Yep. South Lady Bison. Yep, there's a carry. There's a turnover. South Lady Bison.
We're getting some turnovers. We're getting some missed shots. We just haven't been able to convert anything on the offensive end.
I know. We got to start doing that. There's still plenty of time. As they host Riverton tomorrow, 3 o'clock, which will be our 200th broadcast of our career for the Bison. Shrove loses the ball. We have had 4 straight turnovers. 4 straight turnovers. And rolls, takes it to the basket, misses, gets her own rebound, puts it up, misses. And Jordan Hop misses. And it's going to be rebounded by Callista quickly into the front court. She's looking to attack.
Split the.
There you go.
Did you see that split?
And there's
now you got to have some ball pressure, full court ball pressure about right now. Still got plenty of time. Don't have to panic. Don't need 3-pointers. But we got to start creating some turnovers, and we started transition games. Got to really pick up right here.
And we're going to go into this timeout with your Lady Bison trailing.
And we got to rebound like crazy.
Exactly. 38-33 on the Bison. 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins. Located in scenic Thermopolis, Wyoming, it is within walking distance access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel for travelers, offers seasonal rates for nightly, weekly, and monthly rentals. Senior, military, and government discounts are also available. Stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins on your next visit to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Make your reservation by calling 307-421-7520 and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Back here live on 1112 BISN as your Bison are trailing by 5 points. 6 points in this quarter, all by Callista Martinez.
There's 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And just as expected, a little full court pressure.
2:10 left in this ball game. They're supposed to pressure. Coach DeBryan wanted pressure, and we just...
He's not too happy after that.
Let him walk it right up the court. That is Janae Shoemaker, who gives it off to number 11, Oligmuller.
Number 45 touches the ball. That's the one you got to foul.
Timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to run through some commercials again here on the Bison. 11-12 BISN. Your Bison trailing at 1:43 left in the game. 38-33. Your
Bison Network.
There we go.
It's much more affordable than you realize to protect your family with the Robert Martinez Agency. Having life insurance will protect you and your loved ones and help ensure the future. As a trusted advisor, Robert Martinez will guide you through the wide range of life insurance plans and their fantastic benefits to find an affordable plan with the right coverages. Working to guide and secure your future. Robert Martinez Agency, 20th and Central in downtown Cheyenne. Call for a no-obligation consultation and quote at 307-514-5003.
Back here live on the Bison, 11-12 BISN. Your South Lady Bison trailing by 5 points. Real quick, want to give a shout out to special thanks. S&J Signs, Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. Grandma and Grandpa DeBryan down in Florida, Robert Martinez Agency, Richardson Construction, Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabin, and Pena Business Services. Also want to give a shout out to Case Managers for Positive Solution. Sorry, I was trying to catch what was going on here.
Yeah, you got to put your 5 best defenders in the game right now, and You got to start taking some chances. You might have to start gambling a little bit.
There's a 3.
Oh,
that's a dagger. That's a dagger with 1.5 left.
Was that Schumacher?
Yep. That makes it 8-point lead. Martinez goes up for the shot.
Wow.
She gets it to go as she's got all the points this quarter for the Bison, and it's now a 6-point deficit, just 2 possessions. So maybe, okay. I put the nail in the coffin too early after that last 3-pointer. I did say that was a dagger.
No, you just said it was a dagger doesn't mean you're dead then.
That's true. Unless you're Game of Thrones. If it's Game of Thrones and that's a dagger, that's definitely going to be a killer there.
But that did hurt us there.
Well, you know what? Callista said no.
We're down a little bit.
I am the Khaleesi. Sorry for those of you who watch Game of Thrones. I just kind of went a little. But this is a great game. South trailing by 6. I'll tell you what. The problem is,
it's almost panic time. 1:26 left. Got to start taking some chances. You might have to start fouling.
Just not shots aren't falling. You know, credit Alliance's zone defense for that. But Callista's the only one who scored the fourth quarter. She's got 8 points in the fourth quarter, 16 overall in the night, and we're just not getting any other production right now in the second half. Well, no, I take that back. In the fourth quarter from anybody else. We need Felicia right here to start stroking him from 3.
Yeah.
We can get that. That could be a game changer once she gets going.
Senior step up right here.
And she can hit him from deep. If we can get her going, that could be a huge break for the Bison. We got to get a stop here first, though. Got to get a stop.
There you go. There's
almost a turnover. Yep. I'm surprised it wasn't called earlier,
right.
honestly.
It's a good foul.
Shrove picks up her second, but we're in the double bonus. And that is going to send number 11, Oleg Mueller, the 5'7" senior, to the free throw line.
I have her at 2 for 4 right now on the free throw line.
First free throw is up and in. That makes it 42-35, back up to a 3-possession game. Here comes a sub, Jay Brown. Oh, too late. Ooh, they could have called a technical on that. You cannot come in until you're waved in. Martinez quickly with the rebound. She's pushing up 120. South trailing by 7. Over to Senna. Oh, just misses. Rebounded by Van Tassel, who puts it up and in. Her first field goal of the game. South trailing by 5 now.
There you go. Oh.
And there's a foul. Who's that on?
Senna?
Hopefully it's Senna, because she's only got 2.
That's going to send Rolls to the line. And she's been there quite often today.
She's got 3.
Rolls is 3 for 8 from the free throw line. So kind of might be the right girl you want to foul.
5'11" senior. Just long. And here comes Jaya Brown. She's checking in for Autumn Shrove.
That makes her 3 for 9 from the free throw line.
More importantly, still a 2-possession game. Even if she makes this, it'll still be a 2-possession game. And she misses, and it's rebounded. 1:03 left. Jay Brown quickly into the front court. She passes it out to Van Tassel. Van Tassel, power dribble, puts it up and in!
Two big shots.
South is down by 3.
Two big shots from Riley Van Tassel.
Boy, she comes up. She's foul trouble all night long, and she says in the last 20 seconds, give me the ball.
Give me the ball.
Give me the rock, and she scored 4 points. South now down by 3.
I think you need to foul number 31 again. She's 3 for 10 from the free throw.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna keep it here, even though it's a full timeout. Ooh, man. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Click the red subscribe button. Show us some love.
Just like Facebook.
Yep.
Just
and
push the button.
If you don't see it and you're watching it on our website at SouthhighBisonAthletics.com, you can just go to youtube.com/1112BISN. This broadcast being brought to you by Bison Web and Media.
To the camera this way. No, this way. Hold on, let me see there.
Hey, there's the real deal right there, as well as the newspaper and Our Lady Bison. Here, I'll get my forehead. How's that?
What's up?
What's up? That's the rare look behind the scenes. Behind the scenes here at 1112 BISN. Well, I'll tell you what, 56 seconds left in this game. South down by 3. I'd stay that full court pressure.
Now you make this game long. Did you say we were going to start at 10 o'clock for the boys?
We got a player. Now. We got a player down here totally uncovered. They finally caught her. Ooh, Martinez picks up her 4th.
Hey, we're going to extend this game. Boys might not start till 10. Right?
I'll tell you what, I was only joking too.
This last minute might last 20.
That is going to send 0-0 Janae Shoemaker or Schumacher.
She's 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
The senior. Six points on the night for Van Tassel. Nothing more important than those 4.
I'll tell you what, Alliance is letting us back in the game with all the missed free throws. That three-pointer is still killing us right now.
Yep. Missed. Rebounded by Martinez. 52 seconds left. Jaya Brown quickly ahead. Gives it off to Marich.
Don't need a 3.
There's a travel. Yep, she picked up that pivot foot. That's a bad
That's what we can't have. We can't have that.
Oh, man. 47 seconds left. Oh.
Let's get a steal here. Turnover.
Still got defense. Still only down by 3. Ooh, that could have been offensive 11. Put her shoulder into center, but they called it on defense.
How many is that on Felicia?
That's going to be her 4th. All of South starters. Well, no, because Liggett.
Did we ever find out what happened to her?
We're going to have to effort. She's on the bench. She's first free throws up and in. Oh, that makes it a 2-possession game.
That broke the streak.
46 seconds left. Plenty of time, though. South with no timeout, so that's the issue. And we've got Alliance with 1. Second free throw is up and in. So now we're back down by 5. Still plenty of time. Jaya to Martinez. Martinez down low to Van Tassel. Puts it up and in. Now you're back down by 3. There's a foul by Senna. That's going to be her 5th.
Is that number 5?
That's 5 on Senna. No, they're saying 4. They're saying 4. Never mind. I'm going to agree with them. I'm going to get it back down here. Sorry. Oh, man. That's not the person you want to foul, I guess. She's at her last 3. That's number 11, Oleg Mueller. Second free throw's up and in. And it's back up to us.
4-point game.
4-point game, sorry.
30 seconds.
Quick foul.
That helps us.
Ooh, that does. That stops the clock. Now we just got to get the free throws. It is a 41-46. That's 28 seconds.
Ollinger's 4th foul.
Well, we got to get these. Nothing better than 2 points without the clock moving. Well, we got to get this one. Nothing like a point without the clock moving. 1 point's better than nothing, though.
Go from 2 to 1.
You're down by 5. This still
if
keeps
we don't
it.
we don't get the point, then we need the offensive rebound.
Exactly. And you
Go
got
get
the players.
it, Riley. Go get the offensive rebound.
Missed.
Oh, they're
gonna call it on.
Who are they gonna call it on?
That's gonna be on Marich. That's her 5th.
Oh my gosh.
That's 5. Jay Brown checking in. South down by 5. 26 seconds left. And that's going to send number 31 Rolls to the free throw line. So the Lady Bulldogs actually lost 2 of their
16th free throw of the quarter for Alliance.
Ugh.
Yeah, she missed it. She's now 3 for 11.
There you go.
That's the girl you want to foul.
Still 46-41. We still got life. And she hits the second. 47-41 is your score. Jay Brown quickly. 22. Martinez for 3. Money! Money! Now we're down by 3 again. And there's a foul I think that's going to be on Shrove.
It's on Shrove.
And that is Autumn's her fourth. That's where it was. I actually gave a foul on Autumn to Felicia earlier.
Wow, Ollinger 7 for 10 from the free throw line. Not the girl you want to foul.
That's the wrong one you want to foul. Trying to give our clock keeper some more room over here. All my bags are over there. Second free throw.
Well, she missed. Got to push it.
Down by 4. Quick. Puts up the 3. Misses, and that's going to be it. And that's going to be a foul on Autumn. That's going to be pretty much all she wrote. You're down by 4. Autumn's going to foul out.
That's good effort.
With 2 points. Full timeout.
Yeah, somehow, some way, the Lady Bison have got to find somebody besides Callista and Riley. You know, if she doesn't get into foul trouble, she's in the game a lot more. But
yeah,
somebody else, somewhere, some way, has got to be able to provide some offensive production. That's the bottom line.
That is totally. I completely agree with it. You know, Riley.
Until that happens.
Riley Van Tassel is one of those players that can help bring the pressure off of her. Fortunately, she didn't really get going until late in the fourth quarter because of the foul trouble. She scored 6 of the last 9 points for the Lady Bison. So it's going to be who else is going to pick up that slack. You know, Autumn showed a knack of scoring last year.
It is, and I think South's okay in the transition game. I mean, the girls can run and they can make layups, but they've got to get better at perimeter shooting. That's killing them.
Not just that, but they got to get better. They got to cut down the turnovers. You know, there was a lot of turnovers early in the fourth quarter that shouldn't have happened. They really shouldn't have happened. And credit Alliance. I'm not taking anything away from Alliance, but some of those turnovers were unforced turnovers. And so you cut back on some of those unforced. You can handle some of the forced turnovers. Those unforced ones, what I mean by unforced is with the blind passes, where you're getting the ball, you're throwing it, you're not even looking where you're throwing it, or you're throwing directly to the other team. Those are the things you got to cut back on. 5 seconds left as number 31 Rolls finally hits a free throw. Is that 4 for 12 now?
Something like that.
Yeah. She's got 7 points. She hits both. That could have been a lane violation, actually, because she left the lane. South down by 6, sorry. Brown misses, and that's going to be it.
Couple of tough losses for the Lady Bison to start the Taco John's tournament, right?
As your South Lady Bison.
Better now, though, right?
That's true. Better now than later. Get these early losses, learn from them. South loses 50-44 to the Alliance Lady Bulldogs. Make sure you go to the boys link. Now, mind you, they're going to sweep the floors, and there's going to be a 10-minute intermission. So we'll be back on here in about 15 minutes for your South Bison boys basketball team. We're going to go to the chat really quick.
You can't see the time.
Oh yeah, they're asking for the time, and we hopefully we're given that. So, but that's it. 50-44. Stay tuned for boys action on the next link. 11-12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.